Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and also turn on the bell so that each time I upload a new video, you'll be first person to know. So in today's class, I want to show us how to achieve these stylish skirts you can see appearing on the video. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to get your skirt pattern. So this is my skirt pattern, the full front block. Okay, here we have the full front block, and of course this is the waistline. Okay, this top part is the waistline. This here you can see the hip points here, so here is our hip line. Okay, and of course that down part there is the length of the skirt, which also is the M area. Okay, so I'll be making the skirts with a stretchy fabric, and because of that there will be no darts and there will be no zipper at the back of the skirt. So our emphasis would be on the front block, since the design we want to create is on the front block. Now if you notice, I have drawn out some lines, okay, on my pattern, and we have 5 lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take note of the style we are trying to recreate. You will notice that it has 5 pleats, and that's why I made 5 lines. Okay, now my first line starts from 1.5 inches away from the waistline. Okay, so here I have 1.5 inches away from the waistline, and if you notice, I slanted the line, okay, towards the hip area of the other side, okay, towards the hip curve of the other side. So all the lines, the 5 lines, goes towards that direction. So you want to do the same thing. So having done this, the next thing we're going to do is to cut through. We'll cut through each of these lines, okay, from the start point here to this point, but make sure you do not cut it out completely. So you want to leave out a little amount here to hold it in place. Okay, so I'm going to cut through now, and you will continue, right after that. So you want to just slash open or cut open the slash lines. Okay, so you want to just cut like so, and like I said, make sure you don't cut through completely. You want to stop, towards, you can see what I have done. So I have it going towards this direction, so I will do same for the remaining 4 lines. So here we have, I forgot to mention that the distance between one line to the other for this particular pattern is 1 inch. Okay, so we have 1 inch distance like so, and I have cut open all the slash lines, as you can see. So right now I'm going to be placing this on the fabric I want to work with. Then I would spread. Okay, the essence of the spread is to create the fullness that we would eventually pleat. Okay, all right, so as you can see, I've placed on the fabric, then I held my pattern down on the fabric with some pins. Okay, and along this part that we cut open, I have spread. Okay, so the distance between one to the other is 2 inches. From here to here is 2 inches. From here to here is 2 inches. From here to here is 2 inches. Then from here to here is also 2 inches. Now you can have more than this. It depends on how wide you want your pleat to be and how much fabric you have. But in this case, we spread by 2 inches. Now in cutting out, I'm going to be cutting out from these down parts, okay, just side by side. It's a stretchy fabric, so I will not be adding any sewing allowance. So I'll just cut out like so. But when I get to all of these points here, I'm going to create like a wedge shape. I will not cut it straight like this. I will create a wedge shape so that by the time we pleat, it would not be short along this part. Okay, so after pleating, then we can trim off the excesses. So you have seen the shape I created. So when I cut this way, I'll come like this, cut like this, then cut it straight, then come follow through the shape I have made. Okay, so along this part we're going to be pleating, I created like a wedge shape. Okay, this is to ensure that when we pleat, it would not be short along this point. Okay, then we can trim off the excesses. So here's what we have. You can see the wedge shape I created. Then of course this is the other part of the skirt. Now I added 1 inch here because this pattern did not complete the length I actually want. And of course this skirt would have a 1.5 inches band at the top part. Okay, so here's what we have. So right now I will take off my pattern so that we can pleat what we have here. We can pleat it, and that would be how to achieve this front design. Alright, so here's what we have now. I've taken off my pattern. So we're going to be pleating from one point to the other. Okay, and we are printing upward. We are pleating upward towards the waist. Okay, so from one point to another, like so. So I'll just hold it down with my pin. But of course, we're still going to go sew it with a more permanent stitch. Okay, so we have it that way. Then from this other point, okay, so from this other point, I will pleat it towards this point like so. Okay, and hold it down with my pin. Okay, and this other side too, from here to here. Okay, so you just take it like so, and we have it going down to the upper part. So I'll just be pinning down. So I'll just pin down. Okay, so from this point also you want to take it to this upper part like this. Okay, and I will pin down. Then the last one also from here to this upper part here. So I'll just be taking it upward like so, and I will pin down. So you can see the way it's looking. So we have the 5 pleats, 1 2 3 4 5, all going towards the hip area here. Okay, and you can see the excess of the wedge we made. So by the time I run a stitch on it like so, I'm going to be cutting out these excesses, and then I'll cut out the back block also, then join the front to the back, attach my band, and we are done. Okay, so I would like you can share with me what you came up with. You can share with me on the WhatsApp number appearing on this video. All right, so thank you. I hope you learned something. Feel free to drop your questions. Ensure you comment on this video. Please share, like, share, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click on the bell so that when next I upload a video, you will be notified. So I'll see you in my next class.